Hello, everyone, and welcome. I am the lunch break day trader. So, before we get started today, be sure and hit that like and subscribe button. So, today is Good Friday. Happy Easter to everyone. And I know that the markets are closed, but I was sitting here on my computer and just backing up a bit. That doesn't stop me just because the market is closed. I'm still researching, going over different stocks, thinking of different things I may want to buy, or just what the market is doing in general, although the market is closed. So, usually on those days, it's kind of a sad time for me simply because I'm always paying attention to the market. I feel like 7 days a week, whether it's open or closed. But as I sit here and look on my computer and start just looking over some of the trades I've made lately and different things, I said, let me try and do something for the beginner today that might make your day and help you going into next week, possibly starting your new trading journey or just trading in general. So, what are we going to talk about today? How would I invest $500 as a beginner in 2025? So, you have $500 a month and want to start investing? Today, I'm going to break down exactly how you would do it if you were starting from scratch in 2025. Simple, smart, and beginner friendly. So, I'm looking on my computer here at a few things. So, here's the goal: consistency over perfection. With $500 a month, we're going to focus on dollar cost averaging, which means investing the same amount of money every month, no matter what the market is doing. This helps reduce risk and build good habits. So, one of the key things to investing, especially for the long term, is being consistent. If you're going to start it, stay committed for the long run, even in the bad times, because what you will see and experience, you will see even if the stock, mutual fund, ETF, whatever you may be trading or investing in, maybe it's been rising for the last 3 months, 6 months, a year, and then all of a sudden it starts to decline. Typically, that decline isn't going to last long. So, those are really good opportunities to buy when the stock or mutual fund is going lower. So, again, it's one of those things: buy at all times, whether the stock is high or low. This is for the long term. So, where does that money go? Okay, so one of the options, and I'm going to say option number one, is going to be easy and diversified. Let's say you have $500. Let's take possibly $350, invest that into ETFs. And if you don't know what ETFs are, those are electronic traded funds. This gives you a broad market exposure, and those are strong dividend plays, perhaps. Let's see, that next $100, put those into tech focused stocks. Something for growth potential. Again, you want to balance risk and safety. Also, I like to keep money on hand, which, maybe that goes in a money market or something, just for safety. And it's there if you need it, but it's also a safe haven. So, what are we going to do with that last $50? Let's see. I would personally put $50 into high yield savings accounts, like I just said, or an emergency fund. You've got to have your safety net, people. Option two, so you want to pick your own stocks. Let's say you still do $300 to $400. I would still suggest trading that money or investing that money into electronic traded funds, ETFs again. You can use the rest of that for individual stocks that you researched or believe in those in the long term. Again, if you're going to invest your hard-earned money into something, be sure you believe in the company that you're investing in. So, the third part of this is clearly the mindset. Investing isn't about chasing the hottest stock like you hear on Twitter, Investor Hub, any of these message boards, even Facebook. A lot of times when people are hyping something, typically as the stock is going up, they're selling it. They're selling it down because, again, they're trying to generate as much interest in those stocks as possible so the price continues to climb. And as it's climbing and the naive investor or just average investors investing money in it, perhaps they're selling. So you just want to be careful with that. So if you keep that up monthly, in a few years, you'll be shocked at the amount of wealth you built. Again, it's about consistency and being consistent. Be sure you're doing that same thing every week, every month. I don't know what your pay schedule may be or, how you're thinking of investing, but going back to our topic as far as how we're doing this today in our discussion, we're looking at this from the standpoint of $500 a month. So, again, if you found this helpful, guys, be sure and drop me a comment. Maybe you have some questions or other ideas how you would like to invest your money and want maybe just a little bit more detail into something. So again, take that $500, use it wisely, but most of all, make sure you're doing it consistent. If you're gonna commit, be just that, be consistent. I am the Lunch Break Day Trader. Again, I hope everyone has a happy Easter. Tune back in and I will see you next time as we cover our next interesting topic on stock trading. The Lunch Break Day Trader is out, guys. Happy Easter.